15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh, my God. Davis is going running all the way back. Auburn's going to win the foot.
All right, first up, Zach Hill.
Yeah, Zach Hill was Brian Harson's offensive coordinator at Boise State from 2016 to 2019. I'm not really concerned with what he done at Arizona State this past year. I'm more concerned with what he done at Boise State with Brian Harsin in Harson's system. He averaged 33.9 points per game, 5.8 yards per play, and he was 84.78% in the red zone.
I don't care about the percentages. We know how good their offense was last year. You mean the year before last?
19.
Yeah, they went 6-4 last year. It's a Rona year though. What, didn't they go 6-4 or something?
No,
like
they
that?
went I think they went 6-2, 5-2, something like that.
Whatever. Last year the offense definitely took a dip without Mr. Zachary in the offense. So
You mean Zach Hill?
it's Zachary. I like Zachary better, but he's the top option obviously because I think he's the longest tenured offensive coordinator with Harsin. Correct?
He
was
might
co-offense
be.
coordinator his first year, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Number 2, I got Mike Sanford. He's the Minnesota offensive coordinator. He spent the 2014 season with Brian Harsin before leaving to go to Notre Dame as the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. This past year at Minnesota, he averaged 27.3 points per game, 5.5 yards per play.
80% red zone.
Yeah, 80% in the red zone.
He definitely did not do well at Western Kentucky, though.
Well, he was the head coach there. Not everybody's made to be a head coach. I don't think Gene Chizik was meant to be a head coach. I think he caught lightning in a bottle in 1 year.
Yeah, everything worked out. But Mike Sanford would also be a good option. Anybody pretty much that has had time with Harsin and has had success with Harsin would be a good option. And we're pretty much only looking at guys that were with Harsin.
Yeah, other than one who is my wild card, who I would really love to get.
I don't know if your wild card's name is my wild card, but my wild card.
You know, of course, there's the names out there. Like, there's been rumors he's been in touch with Kendall Browse, or he has a relationship with Art Browse. Could that mean Kendall Browse could come? I don't know. There's the Jeff Leby. Rumors out there. I don't know if he's an option. Either one of them would be great options. I'm just going by the ones I know that had ties to Harsin.
Yeah, and
he could go complete other direction.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk a little bit at the end of other wild cards that we can think of. But these are main that we think are the most likely. But if we saw anything from this coach search from Auburn, nothing is the most likely ever gonna happen.
Right. My next one is Eric Kiesau.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, he is right now. He's the offensive coordinator at Boise State. He's been there since 2017. He's 2 years as a wide receivers coach, 1 year as co-offensive coordinator, and 1 year as the offensive coordinator. This past year, he had 33 points per game, averaged 5.3 yards per play, and he was 90% in the red zone. So, I mean, he obviously got it done. Scored a lot of points, was very efficient with his play calling in the red zone. I don't even know. Brian Harsin might have been calling plays. I don't think he was. I think he let his coordinators call plays, but he very well could have.
Yeah, I don't know.
My next one is Bush Hamdan. He is the Missouri wide receivers and quarterbacks coach.
Which would be kind of cool because, Missouri's quarterback popped off this year.
He spent the 2013 season as co-offensive coordinator with Brian Harsin at Arkansas State before leaving to go to Davidson.
Did not have
as an offensive coordinator. He averaged at Arkansas State under Brian Harsin 26.4 points per game. He averaged 5.1 yards per play and a red zone efficiency of 85.42.
Do I see a 92% red zone percentage in there somewhere?
That's when he was passing game coordinator at Washington.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he went there with Chris Peterson, right?
I think so, yeah. But that cat moved around a whole lot. I don't know how realistic he is as a candidate because it seems like he don't stay any place very long. My wild card, the one I would love for him to get, Jeff Grimes at BYU. Jeff Grimes has been at BYU for 3 years now, and he was averaging this year 41.5 points per game, 7.7 yards per play, red zone efficiency of 90.91.
I don't think I saw that you sent me when you sent me this, but he has Zach Wilson, who's very similar in a lot of ways to Bo Nix. Outside of just being a white guy that can run.
Could very well be, you know.
But, like, my wild card is Kevin Sumlin, because I've heard a lot of Auburn fans and a bunch of Auburn channels talking about Kevin Sumlin potentially coming to Auburn.
I don't see it, but it very well could happen. Kevin Sumlin's a great offensive mind.
I don't know a lot about Kevin Sumlin. I just remember him coaching Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny, I was, like, really young, so I love Johnny. I think all young kids love Johnny. But I think he'd be a good option just because, you know, head coaching experience. A lot of times those guys end up being great coordinators.
Well, no, he was a great offensive coordinator before he was a head coach.
I know. I'm saying, though, him having that head coaching experience could help.
There's a lot of damn coordinators out there, and there's a lot of people ready to be coordinators.
He might go with Chad Morris.
Yeah.
He might keep Chad Morris.
He might
highly
keep
unlikely.
Chad Morris. He might go get, I don't know, like Coastal Carolina's offensive coordinator.
Something like that.
You know, anybody is available.
I think we might just go completely off the grid, get some random quarterback coach at somewhere.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Mean, that's the big thing right now.
Incoming Bo Nix rant.
I mean, our offense ain't going to go nowhere if Bo don't learn to, you know.
Okay, a very monotone rant, but you know what I mean.
Not go first read run.
Yeah.
Bo needs to learn to go first read, second read, possibly third read.
Stay in the pocket, read the
run.
defense.
You know,
yeah, that's...
There were several times this past season where he had plenty of time in the pocket.
Yeah.
And he went first read, run.
And I know we put a lot of that on Gus. It's not just Gus, though. It's not just Gus's fault.
It's not, but 90% of it was.
And look,
Gus was just a paranoid, dysfunctional, unorganized man.
But look, Bo, he's just got to learn. Stay between the tackles. Step up in the pocket. Step up in the pocket, occasionally run. I don't think he'll have 500 rushing yards next year. He might have 300. As long as he can, you know, come off play action and read.
Yeah, you know.
And Brian
do something other than a naked boot.
Yeah.
And hit the wide receiver or the running back.
And that's another thing I want.
3 yards down the field.
Yeah, and I know what you just said, but I also do want to see a lot of Boots move in the pocket because he's got happy feet. Let him move. Let him throw on the run.
Teach him to slide the pocket.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I noticed watching some game film of Brian Harson's quarterbacks at Boise State. They all stood tall in the pocket, slid the pocket, you know, held the ball till the very last second and delivered a catchable ball to the receiver.
I want to see us run a lot of man beaters because a lot of teams in college football play man coverage. Early in the season, run a lot of man beaters, drags, slants, get Bo comfortable. Because who do we play week 1 next year? I don't think we have a huge opponent.
I don't recall. I don't recall if I've seen it yet.
But usually we have a pretty easy, except like Oregon. You know, we played Clemson a few years ago. Washington. But usually we have a pretty easy first game. Get Bo, run a lot of easy stuff.
Get his feet
drags.
wet.
But then I want to see a lot of deep posts. Scheming him open throws, but making sure he can make those throws.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, that's what everybody, you know, wants to do. Scheme players open, you know. And then sometimes you just have them with receivers that they're going to be open. It don't matter.
That's what Joe Brady did really well with Joe Burrow early in the season, you saw them running a lot of man-beater plays to get guys open and let Joe read it, and then Joe would just make some crazy run out of the pocket, break 3 sacks, and heave it up to Justin Jefferson. But we will talk about Bo in another video, maybe.
We got a lot to talk about before next season.
Talk about Tank.
My boy.
Tank.
My boy.
Potentially Demetrius, whatever his name is. He might start. Highly doubtful.
The receivers. I don't think Schwartz is coming back. I don't even know if he's at practice right now.
I don't know. But
he sent out a tweet yesterday that he was still in Florida.
Yeah. But, you know, long video, a lot of rambling, but this is our style of video. So if you like those, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell because we upload a lot, even when he's not feeling well. Love you guys. We're on the road to 100. Please hit the subscribe button. War Eagle. Selena, go!
Oh.
Stop!